Today's horoscope from Astrology, Gemini, February 5, 2023. The moon spends another day in your sign, and you feel freer and more independent. If you can avoid the tendency to move too fast and live on your nerves, you can come to great insights. Keep your feet on the ground, however, so you can get there. With today's Sun-Uranus square, surprises or changes in plans can lead you to adjust expectations and attitudes. Making snap decisions can be a tendency with this transit, but it's better to wait and see. If you're feeling especially tense or restless, try to channel excess energy into a productive pursuit that you know serves you well. Otherwise, you may be spinning your wheels, or all riled up and unnecessarily stressed. Drama could be growing afoot today. This is because the mighty Sun, our great luminary, in your solar house of wealth will be in a cosmic war with your solar house of friendships. If for some reason you lent finances to someone that you know, you could find that they'll never pay you back, which could end up making you and your partner furious. This could even end the relationship altogether. If someone asks for a favor at this time, politely decline. It'd be best to lie low rather than get caught in a challenge now. Do not be afraid to invest in your professional goals. It is time to take a calculated leap of faith when the Sun in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. You may feel hyper-aware of your control and power over your investments right now due to the Sun's unique energy. Since Uranus is ready to shake things up, you may be ready to make a change with your dreams or networking opportunities. But you will need to be comfortable with investing your time, energy, and resources into something that you want to accomplish in your career path. As the moon returns to your income sector, there is some work and life balance tension, with its sharp nose for money a chance to work smarter. When the moon returns each month, it can sharpen your nose for money and act as a trigger, but as a full moon, this will encounter some opposition from the Sun, who wants to keep the focus on the other side of the financial fence. However, any pressure increases the potential for a breakthrough on both sides. The planetary alignment is going to stimulate your emotions, and that's a lot to contend with. Keep your emotional nature in check by grounding yourself through positive, earthbound activities. This can be exercise, sleep, eating, lovemaking, whatever activity centers your body in a positive way. Be on the lookout for your emotions taking over your daily routine and fight that tendency. Use the strength of today's energy to stick to your schedule and stay focused and determined. Today you may find that your natural inclination towards keeping to yourself is in conflict with the essence of this day. On a day like this, you may need to put aside some of your more reclusive tendencies and spend time socializing with people you feel close to. This may be done through quiet conversation around the dinner table or one-on-one over drinks. At the workplace you may find that your analytical outlook needs to allow room for creative growth. Conversation can encourage this for you. The moon's departure from Cancer will always leave you feeling more emotionally and intuitively engaged, but with a download of information to unpack. As most of that information was delivered through gut feelings or emotional responses, this will take time to interpret, and especially as your subconscious will download information faster than you can process it at the time. As the moon leaves to begin the lead up to a full moon in your income sector that could energize things financially and professionally, continue to trust your gut without overthinking things. After a friendly aspect to both the South Node in your romantic sector and Venus, the planet of love, in an adventurous part of your chart yesterday, the moon will clash with both planets in your relationship sector before leaving Cancer today. These might be two different experiences, but this leaves you with a timely insight into what you want from love and your relationships. Our eyes in the sky. The Sun in Aquarius squares off with Uranus in Taurus today. At this time, we are showing off our sentiments and uniqueness for the world to see. Today, we might want to take a walk on the wild side and let other people take notice of the parts of ourselves that we usually hide. You can now be totally open and carefree in how you represent yourself as you throw caution to the wind and live your life. Everything is not going as well as you hoped, and as a result, the pressures and anxieties of life take their toll. This is mainly due to you trying considerably harder to counter your run of bad luck by being overly efficient. If you find this is the case, relax, accept sometimes what you're trying to achieve isn't possible and allow yourself a special treat instead. When trying to resolve outstanding issues, you must avoid reacting impulsively and be prepared to encounter some difficulties. Don't be disappointed at this apparent block to your progress, but take full responsibility for any mistakes that result, otherwise, you create difficulties for everyone involved. If you wish to invest your savings in something new, now is the time to do it. People are being open and honest with you, so you can probably even trust your bank advisor. He will handle your cash carefully, not merely thinking of his own gain. If you're considering investing in something more tangible, don't hesitate to ask others for advice. If you decide against it, you will suffer no adverse consequences. In good shape, your mind and body are in perfect accord and you feel totally invigorated. You're able to take advantage of this feeling to stay on top of your fitness regime. You appreciate how quickly your athleticism is improved and you're much more aware of your strengths and how effective your stamina is. In the morning, the Cancer moon opposes Mercury in Capricorn, hindering us from thinking clearly. We draw subjective conclusions based on feelings and memories of lived experiences. But then, the logical part of our brain chimes in, picking apart our own argument and rationalizing how we should be behaving. It can feel as though we're in a battle with our own minds, making it impossible for us to find equilibrium. Try to relax. Remember that life events don't have to be compartmentalized. Your response doesn't have to be either or one way or the other. Could there be a way to get these two seemingly contradictory attitudes to meet in the middle? Be sure to avoid making any big purchases or making a financial commitment unless they are absolutely necessary. If you have to, then try to deal with them in a clear-headed and considered way that cannot backfire. You just can't find the right way to get the best out of your transactions. No matter what you do, your investments tend to make losses. Positive results can't be forced through, of course, so don't try to have your own way. It would be wrong to buy stuff to comfort yourself. You might end up with empty pockets. Afternoon, the moon trines Neptune in Pisces, a harmonious influence. It appears that our sensitive side has tipped the scales, providing us with an extra dose of self-compassion. Embrace it. Life doesn't have to be so stoic and serious. There is hidden beauty all around us that we can tap into. Permitting our intuition to take the reins places us in touch with greater creative, imaginative, and spiritual potency. We recognize that problems do not have to be dissected. Mining them for signs can evince meaningful medicine.